you got the normal Lear syndrome. The normal Lear syndrome impacted how we actualize with one another. We're not we're not going back and forth with one another because you organically grew up with a dozen or hiking or snapping or anything like that.
Mm,
You got the Norman Lear after effects where they put descent in directly into the black family model.
yeah,
So you're looking at a model and you see yourself, but you see yourself in a degenerate state. You see what I'm saying? So they'll show you what's happening in good times and all of these other things, right? And then they'll show you like the Cosby Show.
yeah,
So which becomes a push into HBCU that connected with a different world, but you don't see the descent. You don't see this doctor and lawyer at odds with one another, showing us a positive black family where the mother and father are in shambles and at war with one another. But
okay,
she's belittling him and dishonoring him, and he has to use deceptive means to get back into her good graces. You see what I'm saying? So they're not showing you the the underplay for the overplay. They're just showing you the overplay. So this becomes what gets pushed. The Martin show comes from what's happening now. Martin was on what's happening now. So this is why Cole is dating somebody called Big Shirley because of Shirley who helped him get his spot on what's happening now. You see what I'm saying? So these are all things that are connected and related to where the back room is writing the jokes and the black people on the screen is playing it out. So
absolutely.
how many times we're going to approach a situation to where we get handed the script and we start to play out the script that's detrimental to our benefit versus something that's righteous to our elevation.
You know, it's a good thing that you said that too, right? A lot of people would probably went over his head when you was like, we got Norman Lear. Brother, real quickly, tell people who Norman Lear was.
Well, Norman Lear was a Zionist who had a mission. He had a mission to carry on a tradition that was started by the birth of a nation syndrome that was birthed out of that first silent movie of the Ku Klux Klan in blackface, pushing an agenda,
Mm,
indicting Black America with the blackface of the black man, which spills over to the black woman and child to make an enemy out of them to use as a recruitment tool that was shown from the whitest of the white place in America all the way to the White House.
yeah, they
So,
played that
so
movie, The
yeah, they
President.
played that movie. Yes, so the president gets a precedent because most of the senators and congressmen and presidents are lawyers, so they operate under Zionist law. This is why they bow to the Israelis, right? They bow then and now. So the birth of a nation, what D.W. Griffin marries into a concept of Norman Lear, who is a Zionist, who wanted to portray black people in a certain state of life that's contingent upon his brothers who came before him. So we got 100 years of Norman Lear and all Norman Lear's disciples, whether it's TV shows or movies, where the writing room controls the entire story and narrative that's associated with black life. So if you want to see criminals, you want to see degenerates, you want to see the Rainbow Coalition or whatever the case may be,
Got that.
they got it on deck. You see
Yeah.
what I'm saying? In
And
a miser,
Norman Lear, I think he was the executive producer of Good Times, Jefferson, and all of
everything.
those, right?
Right. And they all come off of Zionist uh Caucasoid shows.
The brother went back to Norman Lear, you know what I mean, who's a King Zionist in
Hmm.
his field, and those that was his disciples that's going according to his rules and regulations. You know, you think, it was just Yakub that had rules and regulation. Nah.
Yeah.
These scientists got rules and regulation and they got
Mhm.
prescribed laws. And there are those that are melanated like you and me that are going according to them prescribed laws. You know what
Right.
I mean? But it's people like me and knowledge, when we see them, we're going to beat them with many stripes. We're gonna
Word is
beat them with
bond.
many stripes, man, and we're gonna
Word
tell
is
the
bond.
truth. and let the chips fall where it may, man. Cause listen, man, what else we gonna do, man?
Free audio post-production by alphonic.com.